product review. I've got a Samsung Galaxy S2 in white. Right, this is the 16GB version, and this is locked to orange. I'm just going to give you guys a thorough review today. The reason I'm doing this review is because even though the Samsung Galaxy S3 is out, this phone has been reduced in price. Hence, a lot of people might want to buy it because of the low price. Hence, I'm going to give you a review today of my opinion on this phone. Right, let's start with the interface. Now, this phone runs on the latest version of Android, which is Android Ice Cream Sandwich, version 4.04. I'll just show you guys now. As you can see there, it says Android version 4.04. This is the latest version. Now, this is definitely the best version of Android, as it offers some really nice features. One being the multitasking. So, for example, if you just like to hold the home button, you can scroll through all the multitasking bars, and you can see all the open apps. So, if you can just go to the internet by clicking, and once again, if I just hold the middle button, I'm back to the software, to the settings. This is a very nice addition, as it offers a very easy multitasking, and this was not available before on Android, which is not very good. Another thing is that TouchWiz, which is the operating system that Samsung uses here for its widgets, has also been improved. It offers some new widgets and overall a fluid and more better experience. Some of the good widgets that I use is, for example, the news, Facebook streams, and also the weather. And this is the very nice widget which shows you the number of active applications you have running, which is a very nice addition. Now, if you want to add a widget, it's very simple. You just hold on, and you can click the widgets, and you've got a big variety of widgets to add, from clocks to dates, your calendar, Facebook, and any app you want. The way you do that is you go into applications, and then you hold the app, and then you can just place it on the screen. That was just an example. This is very easy and a good addition to being able to access all your applications quite easily. Now, another new feature in the interface is if you hold it now, you can make folders. So you can just drag a folder, have a new folder, and put in contacts, apps, and stuff that you receive from Bluetooth as well. It's also very easy to access basic information. For example, if you just scroll down here, any for example, Facebook updates, emails, or any missed calls that you've missed will just pop up here. And also, you've got very easy access to Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, sound, and screen rotation, which if you just tap, it turns it on. That's a very nice addition for this new software as well. See, as you just saw, now it's saying Bluetooth available. That's the notification center, and it works quite nicely. I don't think it works as nice as the iOS one, because that shows you more detail in the notification center. But no matter, still a good addition. Right now, the widgets in this phone are good, but not as good as HTC Sense widgets. I think the widgets in there are a lot more detailed and are just better designed and easier to use as well. So that is one thing to keep in mind if you like to have a lot of widgets on your phone. Right, now, in this phone, Samsung has its game hubs, music hubs, and book hubs. For example, I'll just show you now. And the readers hub. Here's the readers hub. I'll just launch it for you. Yep, confirm that. And you get all the books that you can buy, magazines. If you go on a book, you can just it will launch it for you, and you can just sign in and then scroll through books. It's very similar to iBooks on the iPad and iPhone, so they've copied it in that aspect, but it's still a nice addition. And there's also hubs, for example, for Music Hub, which I'll just launch for you in a minute if I can find it. Here it is. Music Hub. This allows you to purchase music. It's got quite a good variety. Nowhere near as good as iTunes, obviously, and the sound is good, but still, again, nowhere near as good as iTunes. And also the Game Hub. Overall, the hubs that Samsung's incorporated are quite disappointing. They're quite useless and just take up useful space that you could have for other things. Right, now, let's move on to the internet. Right now, the processor used in this Samsung Galaxy S2 is a 1.2 GHz processor. This processor is very capable because it's dual core, and it's able to handle tasks very quickly. For example, multitasking. It's very fluid, and there's completely no lag that there is on some other phones. For example, some of the HTC's older versions. But on this, no such lag is present. And also with 1 GB of RAM, everything is very fluid, and internet searches are very quick. I'll just give you an example now. If I go to the BBC, launch that for you guys. As you saw, that it loaded the desktop version, which has got even more content very quickly. Now I'll just load the mobile clip for you. As you saw, that was very quick. So internet speeds are very good, comparable to the iPhone 4S. Probably just as good, maybe even slightly better. So that's very good. Right, next thing is we'll move on to the Play Store. Now, the Android store overall offers quite a lot of apps. I think it's over 450,000 now, which is a nice addition. However, the apps, they're not that good of quality. There are some good apps, but they have to be purchased, and the free apps are just nowhere near as good as the apps that are available on the iOS App Store. That is, this might be an important factor if you want to buy this phone, and apps if you use apps a lot, basically. Now let's move on to the screen. The screen on this one is a 4.27 inches. It has a resolution of 800 by 480. It's a WVGA screen. Now obviously this resolution does not compare to the HTC One X or the Galaxy S3, which has 720p resolution by 1280. However, the screen brightness available and the clarity is very nice, even for that resolution. You can notice the pixels if you really zoom in. As you can see, you can just see the pixels. However, from a good distance, just for example, if you have it from that distance, it's a very bright screen. I'll just show you now, guys, how bright it can get. Right, let's go to the brightness. Now, as you just saw there, that is extremely bright, and the colours really pop out with that AMOLED display, and that's very nice for viewing photos, playing games, and, for example, viewing videos on YouTube or other sites as well. Now let's move on to the camera. Right, the camera that Samsung has incorporated into this Galaxy S2 is an 8 megapixel camera. It also has the ability to record 1280p full HD videos, which is very nice. Now the camera on this is very nice, and it does capture some nice photos. I'll just take a photo here now. One of the disappointing features is that the shutter lag is quite noticeable. I'll just launch the picture for you guys there. The shutter lag is quite noticeable, and sometimes with that AMOLED display, some areas can be oversaturated, for example the black, and others less saturated, for example the blue background that you can see, the wallpaper there. That can be undersaturated, and that can make pictures seem a bit hazy and just not as nice. Now this camera for taking a couple of pics a day is quite good. However, if you are a main user of your camera, then you might want to invest in something else with a better camera. For example, HTC Sensation or the One X or even the Galaxy S3. One feature that I like is the ability to zoom in and out just by holding... Oops. Okay, it seems it doesn't want to work today. But I'll try and show you guys an example if I just go into the gallery. Yep, let's see if it works now. There we go. That's what I was trying to show you. Now, if you hold it with your two fingers or thumbs, and you tilt it back and forth, you can zoom in. That is quite a nice feature. Right, let's move on to the voice assistant in this now, which you can access just by double tapping the home button.
What would you like to do?
And as you just saw, it asks you whatever you want to do, and it has the ability to text, navigate, play some music. This is very useful if you're in driving mode. For example, I can just say,
what would you like to do?
Call home. Now it's just
who would you like to call?
Now, as you just saw there, the voice assistant on this isn't very good at all, to be honest, and I don't like it. It's nowhere near comparable to Siri, which offers a lot more variety. You can do, for example, launch apps and do a lot of things. With this, that's just not possible, and the voice feature is just not usable at all. I think I've covered most of the features on this phone, and one other feature that is media. Now I'll just go on YouTube and show you what a video looks like on this phone. So for example, go into this video.
This episode of Social Space is brought to you by Jack Thread. Just comes off like this.
Now I'll just show you a quick glimpse there. It does offer quite nice video, this phone, with its lovely display, and the viewing angles, if you look, are absolutely brilliant for a 4.3-inch display. It's absolutely brilliant. As I've said before, the screen is very, very nice. I was hoping for a little bit more resolution screen, but obviously that has been incorporated into the next Galaxy S3. I think I've covered most of the features. Now this phone is very nice because it only costs £249, which is excellent value for money, and on contract you can get deals. I think there's one on T-Mobile which gives you 100 minutes and unlimited text, which is for 24 months, and that only costs £15.50. That's a very, very nice deal. So I would recommend this phone for people who don't want to spend £400-500 and don't want to have the best thing, because it does offer a very nice quick processor, good camera, and all the stuff that some of the other smartphone offers as well. The stuff I do like about this is the very, very fast reaction times, the slim design, being only 8.9mm thick, and very, very light, only 115 grams, and the very, very, very clear screen. The also call quality I can't show you, but it's very, very clear as well, and the 1080p video recording is a lot better than the camera. Things I don't like is the flimsy back cover. Now if I just take this off here, it's very, very flimsy, and it takes away the premium feel of the handset. Also, the Samsung hubs, as I said before, they're very, very useless, to be honest, and not nice at all. Now I'll just show you what this app has to offer in its messaging. Messaging is very easy. Just click that and add a recipient, and to enter messages, again with that keyboard. Now I don't really like the keyboard layout. It's quite small. You'd think with a 4.3-inch display that the keyboard layout would be nice, but it's just not a pleasure to use, and it can be a bit hard because you can accidentally hit a key when you didn't mean to. So when you compare that to an iPhone, the keyboard layout of that is very, very nice, and I hope in future updates they can improve the keyboard layout. So overall, I think if you want to spend just in the £250 region and don't want to have the best smartphone, this is an excellent smartphone. Color wise, I would recommend the white one because it's a lot more rarer, but it's a lot nicer as well. And on the black one, the back cover feels a bit awkward, and in this white one it's nice and smooth, so I would recommend you buy it in the white one if you want. But if you're expecting the best of features for this price, then you'll be disappointed because it doesn't have the quad-core processor or the graphics power that the new phones have. For example, the Galaxy S3 or the HD1X. But for its price, it's a very, very able handset. And if you are not a very fond user of Android, then you might not like this phone because it's a pure Android experience. But if you like your Android, and if you want to enter the Android market, then this is a brilliant phone. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe my videos, write down what else I can do, and that's it, guys.